What's up, guys? I'm on the glamp site. Just doesn't. There's always something that you have to do. My generator, for some reason, which I bought in October or November. I bought it in November. Wants to shut itself off. I called Westinghouse. They said that there is a high and low oil limit sensor that will shut it off. Had the oil set to the perfect limit, like right in the middle of the dipstick, and it still shuts itself off. It stays on like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 2 minutes or 1 minute. It decides to shut off. You turn it back on, but it shuts itself back off again. So called Westinghouse. They told me that's what to try. Now I guess I'm gonna have to send it back. So right now there's, well, solar, but you know, clouds and stuff to charge the battery, and also I have an extra battery here that somehow the polarity got reversed on it. I don't know how that happens. I'm gonna change it back in, and I'm gonna switch out the shower battery because this one, when I change it back in, it'll be fully charged. Shower battery, I'm not exactly sure how much it's charged, but I had a lot of people stay the last week or so. So I'm here at Walmart to see how it goes. All right, so the other week, my neighbor had to come repair the road here. You can see where there's dirt there and gravel starts right here. The storms are just washing it out. The drainage ditches on either side aren't really working that well. He dug them out, and then we paid to get more gravel put down, but only 18 tons, which probably only goes about 200 foot. All this is new gravel right here, but it's just this curve, really. You can see where the new gravel stops and like the old gravel begins. It was $600 to get just this curve. It was $600 just to fix this curve, and you can see where the water washes out right there, and he dug up over here and on that side. But you know, this is a gravel road, and I own a piece of property up here, and my neighbors own pieces of property up here, and the county doesn't service this. We're not in the city limits, and it's not a state road, so we have to do our own maintenance or pay for our own maintenance on the road. You can see that, you know, there's some little ravines here, and it's really rocky, so it's hard to grade. You see those big rocks right there. But yeah, so we got to come up with a plan, I guess, by next summer, what we're gonna do to get this road fixed. Before I moved in, the neighbors that were already up here had paid like 16 grand to get this road fixed, and that was, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. So we need to get it crowned, I think, where it runs off this side and off that side again, and then more gravel put down, and just gravel from where the new gravel back there stopped at the end of the curve up to the top here. It's gonna be, I don't know, 3 more trucks full of gravel at $600 a piece, and then to go around the whole loop, it's like a mile or so around this loop. But he did fix it a little bit, and it looks like it's working a little better, but it's still starting to wash out, and we have to get it fixed. And this is just one of the costs associated with owning an off-grid glamp site that's on unrestricted land out in the middle of the county. You know, we have to take care of our own road, and so that's part of the cost that's involved in renting out the glamp site and keeping it running, because, you know, if people can't get up here, we can't rent it out. So all of that has to be factored into our nightly cost. My cleaner was just up here. I just passed him coming out of the property, and I'm gonna go in here and get the generator, switch out the bags, and see what we can do. All right, well, got the generator sorted. You can hear it back there running. My cleaner is here. They went to the store and got some oil. They checked it. Now, last time they told me it was good, and I had a guest here that said the oil level was good. So I was thinking it was something else other than the oil level, but he checked it today, and it was low. It was like at the bottom of the dipstick. and he went and got some oil, and we just put some oil in it, and the generator's running now. So hopefully it stays running. And hopefully that was the only issue, is that, well, the oil level was low, which means the generator burns a little bit of oil. I guess about half a quart. It's been running for about 100 hours, so half a quart every 100 hours. I guess it's not too bad, but it's working now. The AC's working, the battery's charging. I got some people coming to stay today. They canceled their trip at the beach because of the storms that's going to be coming through Wilmington, and they decided to book a glamping getaway in the Uwharrie Mountains, so that's cool. So we'll get this place cleaned up. You can see my cleaner's still getting the trash and some other things out, but yeah, I don't have to take the generator into the shop, which is great. I am going to change out the battery for the shower, just because I don't know how much charged it is, and I went and got the other battery replaced, so I know that one's full. So we'll do that, and then make sure the batteries charge up, and then I'm gonna leave. So while the battery's charging with the generator, which is now working, which is a good thing. It's also a good thing that it has a automatic shut-off sensor if the oil gets too low. It shuts itself off. It doesn't let itself ruin itself. It's got a low limit and a high limit. So it was low. It was low. It was at the very bottom dipstick. Now the oil was in the middle. Anywho, I noticed while I was at the glamp site that the charcoal for the grill is a little low. Like I said, second lot low. There's probably enough charcoal to do one grill, like one time. So I drove over here to the Dollar General, which is like less than 5 minutes away. It's a pretty little drive. You can see the mountains and the fields and stuff on the way. You pass the gas station to get here. They do have charcoal at the gas station, just at a premium gas station price. But I'm gonna go in here and grab myself a drink and some charcoal for the next guest, so that they have a good time grilling out while they're playing. So I got the charcoal back in place, but I figured while I'm here, might as well show you how this outhouse works. So let's see. So as you know, everything here was built from scratch, right? This is the outhouse. We actually have the sides of logs that my neighbor over there used cut off his sawmill when he was making lumber. Put a piece up there just for accents, and I put this little piece of tin, which is what I had left over from the roof here, with another board, you know, just to give it some style, you know. But you've got the hinges on here, you got your handle. There is a lock right here, right? And you can lock the, sorry, my hands are dirty. You can lock the bathroom, but when you walk in, you know, there's your toilet seat. When you look in here, there's cat litter and a bag that's in a bucket that's underneath the toilet seat. So you just go, add a little bit more cat litter, and then keep going until the bag gets about halfway full or a quarter full, however much you use it. Then you open this bench here, right? And you can see the bucket and the cat litter. And then there's more bags right here. So you got everything you need. And you know, come out here in the morning, just you here, you could have a nice view, right? You see the clear roof to let light in. We got hand sanitizer, toilet paper. There should be more toilet paper in here. Yeah, more toilet paper in here. I don't know. People will just bring toilet paper and leave it. But this toilet paper here can't get messed with. This here, you know, it is what it is. We're outside. And there are cracks and stuff. I mean, there's vents in the back. But yeah. You know, it's an outhouse, hillbilly outhouse. So I got the generator charging, and well, the generator is charging the EcoFlow, because you can see that solar panel is only got a little bit of sunlight on it. Those solar panels on there don't have any sunlight on them, and the ones on the other side probably have a little bit of sunlight on them. But you see, I'm limited to the amount of sunlight that is out here on my property, and I don't want to cut a bunch of trees down. So we're just going to keep doing what we're doing, because I like the trees better than having the solar panels charge 100% of the time. So my cleaner's done cleaning, and we've got the AC on. It is nice and cool in here, super nice. I was charging the ceiling fan. It's a battery powered ceiling fan, and charging the speaker light. We have that here for you to use. You can see our guest book here. People have actually, look at that, Miss United States Agriculture, Nicole Hall. She's actually Miss Old North State now, because she doesn't have this title anymore. She's going for Miss USA. But she was out here. She helped promote the website, or the Glamp site. But you can go through here and you can see where people come from. Raleigh, Sanford, Indian Trail, Fayetteville, High Point, Salisbury, Julian, Cary, Mount Gilead. Well, I don't know what that is. I guess they're from Florida. I don't know. Guatemala City. We've got Wilmington. That's us right there. We came and stayed on the 9th of March for my birthday. Columbus, Ohio. These are people that came. They're called it's a Glamp site in Hocking Hills. I can't remember it, but when I do, I'll put it here. These people from Dillon, South Carolina, Fletcher, Denton, they're right down the road. Pinhook, Virginia, Selma, Shelby and Hickory, Holly Springs. Hey, look, that's me again. I came and stayed the month after. I like to bring the kids out here. They love it. Charlotte, Greensboro, New Albany, San Francisco. I think that's the furthest away that we've had, is somebody came all the way out here from San Francisco to stay. Morgantown, West Virginia, Greensboro, Lewisburg, and Wilmington, Cary. Had people come from Lexington, from Salisbury, and no one has signed it since then. But yeah, when visitors come, please sign the guest book. If you look in the front here, it has my contact number, so you can call me. It has our Insta Basecamp_outdoors tutorials, Basecamp_outdoors at youtube.com, which is this video's linked to it. We've got some trail guides here, some Reed Gold Mine, Discover Uwharrie, Moccasin Creek Falls. It's the only waterfall in Uwharrie other than when there's wet weather streams going, and you have to be on a kayak to see this one. But there's the OHV map. There's favorite hikes of the Uwharries from Don Childress. We've got our remote controls. This one is for that fan. This one is for the light strand that comes in here. We've got more hand sanitizer. I've got a nice candle. You can earn a Uwharrie passport right here. You go to like 5 different places, take selfies, and then take it back to the Welcome Uwharrie Welcome Center, or Discover Uwharrie Welcome Center, and they'll give you a coin. We also have $10 off to Armadillo Axe Throwing, which I highly recommend. It's about 13 minutes from here in Albemarle, and it is a great place to go have a drink and throw some axes. Yeah. So let's see where we're at with this battery being charged. So we're at 98%. It's charging it. It's winding down on the charge because it's almost full. It says it'll be ready in 35 minutes. No, actually, it's not going to tell me how long it's going to take, because I've got this electrical pulling for this, and this electrical pulling for this. If I unplug those, it would tell me. Let's see, let's unplug both of these. Let's see what it says. 99%. It says it will take, because for some reason it's only charging at 66 watts. That's fine. It's nearly charged anyway. I'm gonna plug this back up. And I'm gonna plug this back up. And I'm just gonna wait about 10 minutes and see. We'll just let it charge for another 10 minutes. All right, so this is the Icy Breeze cord. It's already plugged in over there with the 12 volt. It goes in this power port right here, right? And then you can turn this on with this dial knob. This actual port on. Right there, you see the light is now on the port. So now this should be working. All right, you got to make sure this little red light's on. It wasn't plugged in all the way. And then you can hear this running, right? So you hear it running. There's a vent right here that you can point at your head. You see, it's blowing the air there. A little more air. You see? Or you can take this out and point it anywhere you want. This pops out right here. It's hard to do with one hand. Pops out anyway. Pops out. Turn this off. What you do is you fill this up with ice, as much ice as you want, at least one bag, and then the water line goes to about right there. That way it sucks water in here and expels it here. Ice cold water goes up through this heat exchange, chills down the metal, and then the air gets sucked through those metal grates and it chills the air down. So air comes out of here like 36 degrees. Nice and cold, and it will keep you cool all night long. And what I suggest is, when you're staying here, before you go to bed at night, you turn the generator on so this can run. This only runs off the generator. The generator cable is plugged in, the orange cable, to that power strip. So that's plugged into this is the big block, and then the EcoFlow, which is the smaller block. And it charges the EcoFlow battery while it's running, and this runs while the generator is on. I suggest you turn this on before you go to sleep at night, and then let it get nice and cool in the tent. Once it's nice and cool in the tent, there's a fan there, there's a fan here. You can plug those up to the EcoFlow on the side. There's a power cable right there. You turn those fans on once it's cool in here, and then turn the Icy Breeze on and have it cool you off and keep the tent cool at night. It will keep the tent cool, it's not powerful enough to cool the tent off. That's what this is for. Now, if you don't mind hearing the generator all day long, then you could leave this on all day long, but I don't suggest doing that. I just suggest turning it on at night before you go to bed, cool it off in here, and then use the Icy Breeze to keep you cool throughout the night. And if it's nice and cool outside anyway, unzip all of these windows, all 4 of these windows, and just leave the bug screen, open, closed, and roll this open. And then that way, the breeze will just blow through, and you can put this fan in front and have the breeze blow through, put that fan in the back and have it suck it through, and it stays nice and cool in here, especially when it's like 70 degrees or less outside. It feels great in here if you just leave the windows open and let the breeze blow through. But on those hotter days, like when it's 80, 90 degrees, use this at night, cool it off, use that to keep it cool. And yeah, looks like we'll be charged here in like 9 minutes. But anywho, spray the mildew remover on here again. You can see it's here again, and I just did that 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago I sprayed it. You can see where I sprayed it and where I didn't spray it. So, and I didn't bring that with me, but the mildew is not on the inside of the tent, it's on the outside of the tent. Inside of the tent is treated with like a clear plastic. And it's a tent, you know, we're outside, we're in the woods. We're in the woods outside. It gets dirty and stuff. But the rain fly has helped a whole lot. And then I'll just come out here in a week or two and spray the demolder, the mold remover on it, and then make sure that I have some treatment just to keep it away. Anyway, see y'all later.